Good morning, it's Rachel Smith, Business Grower. It is Wednesday, the day before my brand new challenge and webinar actually kicks off. We're kicking off tomorrow at 10 o'clock. I think I might have made a bit of whoopsie woo. I have a sneaking feeling that I'm actually working with a client at 10 o'clock tomorrow. I need to check my schedule. But that's not going to stop me because I'm going to pre-record your content and you can just get going with it, and then we'll have a Q&A session tomorrow. We have to be flexible with our businesses, don't we, when we make when we make these mistakes. But I really wanted to talk about, why I'm running this challenge and why it's all about flow and alignment. And I want to really give you that understanding so that actually when you come and participate in the challenge, you get the absolute most out of it. And also, I just love the word fearless, and I want to explore that a little bit with you as well. So as you jump on the live stream, I would love to know who's here. I'm not using Be Live TV because it's driving me nuts. I think I'm just going to patiently wait for Facebook to come onto my laptop and desktop and all the rest of it. Morning, Shelley, lovely to see you here. Very appropriate for us to be here together. So I've just had a moment where I've been out on long dog walk. I've done my standard Instagram. Yes, I am. I've just got a reminder to say that I am working with a client at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Oh, I'm so organised. So yes, I was out on my normal dog walk and did my Instagram 60-second video, which I absolutely love doing. Went to share it on my Facebook page and it totally disappeared. So I don't know what happened there. So we are going to talk about flow and why it's important in business and in life. And I also want to explore the word fearless. So as you pop on to the live stream, and for anybody who is listening back to the recording, I equally would love to know what fearless means to you, and if you currently feel fearless in your life and your business. So we'll be exploring that. So let's just wait a moment or two. So Shelley, how are you this morning? I'll be putting a poll up in the group later as well. I've got something amazing coming up in March. I'm so excited. It was nearly one thing. It was one thing last night, and I sent it off to my coaches and I said, I'm thinking about doing this in March. And then over the period of time that I had a chance to let it sink in, I was like, it's not that, it's something else. And then by the time my coaches came back, I'd gone, well, actually, I think it's this now. And they were like, yes, it is that. So it's interesting, isn't it, how sometimes ideas drop in and you've got to be able to have a process of being able to go, is that me or not? And we're going to be talking a lot about this. So let's get into why I believe that being in flow and being in alignment is so important. So Shelley has shared, not fearless, but a lot clearer, but still lots to sort out, which I find daunting. Yes. But the thing is, and I know I might sound like a broken record, but everything you want is on the other side of what you're looking for, what you're looking at now, what you're currently finding daunting and scary. And I was talking to Anna about this actually. We were talking about our income. And this time last year, my income was really up and down. When I look back over my accounts for this time last year, I don't think I generated very little in January. A little bit, actually. A little bit in January and February. But, and now I just have this total understanding that actually that the money that I generate every month now is of a good value, good level, and I feel fairly fearless about my income. Don't worry, there's still some things that I feel fearful of. So Shelley shared, that's exactly what happened to me, about what you said about to your coach. Yeah, it's like these ideas drop in, and you kind of go, like, I'm quite an impulsive person, and I really like to work on instincts, but sometimes your instincts even need a bit of a check-in, don't they, to make sure that you're not going off key, and the reasons why you go off key is because you maybe come from a place of worry or concern, or it's like the negative place that you're coming from. And this is why being in flow is so important to me. Now I have so many people who comment on my blog posts, so many people who are like, this really resonates with me, so many people who come and live your abundant life because they've actually read one of my blog posts. And I've had other entrepreneurs, comment really positively, and said, "Oh, I love your post. I love the clarity that you have. I love the passion that's behind it, and I love the stories that you share." And and the reason I can do that now is because I'm completely in my flow. And what was happening previously, and I think this will resonate with you, Shelley, is that I was kind of following a model. I'm modelling my business and everything that I did on a business coach who I was working with at the time. And, they have an uber successful business. And I really felt that I had to, in order for me to have that level of success, is that I had to morph into them. And I'm not them. And this is what every single one of us will begin to understand over this 3-day challenge, is that we are not other people, we are ourselves. And then last year, and I'll expand on this more over the next 3 days, but last year I began to realise that I should just use my voice, and that I should just use my message, and I should just be me. And that has become clearer and clearer and clearer and clearer. And previously, when I was creating covers for my blog posts or memes or something, it was all this, highly designed meme, paying for images and things like that. And now I just do me. Because at the end of the day, people need to connect with me. So I do selfies. Loads of my friends go, "Oh, God, there's another selfie of Rachel on Instagram." But at the end of the day, I haven't got any, I'm not selling anything tangible. I'm selling my services. I'm selling my expertise as a business strategist and as a business coach. So people need to be connected to me, and I connect to them through my message. I connect to them through my writing, and I connect to them through selfies. So I've learned so much about being in flow and being clear about who it is. And one of the other things about flow is knowing who your clients are. I've changed my client base at least 3 times, and I'm really clear about who my client base is now. And I find that I can just write to them. I really understand them because they are me a couple of steps ago. So I really remember what it feels like when you're coming from a place of anxiety, worry and concern all the time. And I really understand the things that I had to learn in order to overcome those things as well. And that's very much what I bring into my content. It's very much what I bring into my teachings, and it's what actually helps people have these breakthroughs. Because I had to go to a number of different people to get bits of everything. And I just, I know that I really understand that, and I know the mindset you need to be using. I know the strategies that you need to be using. And the thing that I know the most important is that you've got to use them and do this in your own way. You've got to find your own voice. You've got to be clear about who your market is. You've got to become really clear about what you stand for, what the big impact is that you want to make in the world. And basically, you've got to make a stand for who you are and what you do. And you can do that when you're in complete flow. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in the next 3 days. So we'll be looking at what flow is, how to get into flow, how to make sure you're in alignment, how to create content, how to talk from the heart, how to build relationships with your clients, how to create amazing offers that they love. So it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited about running it. This was the challenge. Actually, I was going to run a different challenge in January, and then I was just busy promoting the Profit Incubator and working some other things that actually the challenge just never happened. And I'm really pleased that it didn't, because actually it feels like the right time to do this challenge as well. And then in March, I've got something uber exciting for you. But also, I'll be starting to share the details of my brand new live training program as well, which is going to be absolutely awesome. I'm going to be sharing one of the top 3 strategies that I used last year that totally transformed my life and helped me to triple my income. And I see so many women who are not using this strategy because they're very fearful of it. And I'm going to break it completely down. we're just going to bust through it over the 3-week period, and we're going to make a big impact on your business as well. So it's really exciting. I absolutely love this content. So I'll be sharing more about that. So as you jump on the live stream, it'd be great to see you here. I wasn't on the live stream yesterday because I went for a massage, and you know what it's like when you've had a massage, you're all like greasy and oily looking, and I was like, right, I'll go home and have a shower, and then I was like, oh, I'm going spinning and boxing in a bit, so actually what's the point, because I'm going to be getting really grim then. So you really wouldn't have wanted to. In fact, unfortunately, people in the Profit Incubator did see me because I jumped on the live stream. But you know, you just have to be who you are. But in terms of the bigger audience, I did at least get a shower and clean my hair today, so I can come and sit and talk to you comfortably. Let's talk about fear then. So I'm fearful of all sorts of things, and if we talk about out of a business context, I'm going to tell you something that I'm going to do tomorrow that absolutely fills me full of fear, and I can't believe I'm going to do it, and I can't believe that I'm going to do it in front of an entire school. So I've always wanted to learn to ski. I've always wanted to learn to ski. Always wanted to learn to ski. But it petrifies me. It scares me. It scares me, the idea. Hi, Jan. Lovely to see you here. I think you and Shelley know each other, don't you? So I'm just talking about whether or not you feel as though, well, what fearless means to you, and if you feel fearless in your business. I'd love for you to respond to that, Jan, whilst I tell you about what I'm doing tomorrow, that I am completely fearful of. And I am, bye Shelley, take care, lovey. I'm learning to ski tomorrow. And it's an interesting one, because I think you've got to be careful about what you manifest. So obviously, you know, I do lots of mindset work. I'm really good at manifesting things that I want to happen, and I know that I want to learn to ski. And my son got an opportunity at his school to go on a skiing course, and it's only in the kind of local leisure centre. It's not like he's going off to Austria or somewhere exciting like that. And you know, it's a really good opportunity for him. He was like, yeah, I'm all in. He wants to do it. He's 10. Of course he wants to do it. And I was chatting to his teacher. Yes, I have a complete fear, Jan, of this. But I was chatting to his teacher, and I said, oh, I'm so jealous that he's learning to ski without me. I really want to learn to ski. And this teacher said, seriously, you want to learn how to ski? And I went, yeah, I really want to learn how to ski. She said, oh, that's great, because there's a spare adult place. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, you have that moment where you kind of go, oh no, I'm too busy, I can't do it. Or you kind of go, oh, actually, I'm going to do this. So I'll let you know how it happens. I mean, I might be live streaming from a hospital bed on Thursday night going, it didn't happen very well. But my son was like, oh my God, my mum is going to show up on the ski slopes and embarrass me. So he was saying at first I couldn't be in his group, but he's now allowing me in his group. So I'm really excited. Yeah, I know, Jan. Somebody said to me, can you ice skate? I said, well, no, not really. And she said, oh, you might struggle then. But this is what, you know, this is what being in business is about, is that we can get to a certain level in business and we can decide to stay there, because we understand that in order to get to the next level, we have to take some brave steps, and we don't know what that feels like. So we replace all of our positivity with fear, and that starts to fill the void. And this is what I'm really, you know, this is something that I'm working on for us all in March, is to look at how we can become fearless in our business. And obviously this is going to be something about mindset. So I'm really excited about it, but I really wanted to kind of explore with people in here whether or not they felt fearless. So it would be really fabulous to know, Jan, if you feel fearless in your business, or perhaps there's areas of your business that you totally know and you totally nail, and it's like, yeah, I feel fearless about this is fine, but there's other areas that kind of make you feel a bit uncomfortable. So Jan says she's got a fear of doing lives, done some really successful ones in my groups, but never done one on my page. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Jan. I'm really comfortable, as you know, as you can tell, talking to you guys. But talking on my page is like something else, and I think part of it is you don't know who's going to rock up on your page. But in your group, when you've done some really good engagement work, you're fairly confident that you're going to be able to engage with your audience and that you've got something to say. So I really get that. I'm starting to bust through that fear, and I have capacity on a Monday night at 8 o'clock for kind of 20-30 minutes to run a masterclass. So I've made a commitment to myself that I will actually do a masterclass to my page every Monday at 8 p.m. Morning, Bridget, lovely to see you here. So that's one of the ways that I'm learning to bust through it. And in fact, I need to charge my phone up. But I think after it's charged up, I'll actually do a live stream on my page today. And I think it's just about being consistent. You know, people on my page don't expect me to do a live stream. So at the moment, I'm getting 1 or 2 people on. But I know from doing live streams in here that you've just got to keep going. You've got to be consistent, and you've just got to show up. And then people will start to engage with you. So I think actually, Jan, if you think it's worth you being on your page, that it's worth having a little go. You know, you don't need to be on for long. It could just be 10 minutes. 10 minutes of a live stream you've already done in your page that resonated with your audience. And you can let people on your page know, and your groups know that you're going onto your page, and hopefully they'll pop over. So, you know, there's different ways of breaking through those fears. Yeah, so that's totally fine. Give yourself permission to say, I'm going to show up every day in my groups and do a live stream. And if you've got more than one group, maybe alternate it, because obviously time is precious. And then when you've been doing that consistently and you've found your voice and you know that you can just rock up on live streams like this with a bit of an idea of what you're talking about, that you can go and do that on your page. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? But isn't that a great way of being able to identify something that you want to do, but know what the steps are for you to do it as well? And for you to know that in a month's time, you will have no problem in doing this. And your audience will be there, and they'll engage with you, and you'll be giving even more value to your ideal clients. It's awesome, isn't it? Sounds good. It does sound good, doesn't it? And this is what I'll be talking about a lot in March. I think we need to become fearless in our business. And I don't mean that we need to, like, you think about people being fearless, being reckless. It's not that. It's about understanding that everything that we want is on the other side of the barriers that we create for ourselves. But there's so many brilliant ways that you can actually break that down. And we'll be talking a little bit about it in the next 3 days in our challenge. Because a lot of what I had to do last year was to let go of everything that I thought and held was true, and actually be who I truly am, and to step into that flow and believe that I was good enough, that I didn't have to morph into somebody else, that I could actually speak my truth and share and pull my own tribe to me, and share and step into my powers and all of the other things. So it's going to be an awesome, awesome challenge. Are you guys going to be participating in the next 3 days? Also, I'll be running a webinar on Sunday morning. Sounded like a good idea when I decided. I might have to get dressed on Sunday morning. I will be dressed on Sunday morning. But I'm going to run a webinar on Sunday morning as well, where I'll be pulling all of this together and sharing more of, you know, my story, what happened to me last year, and really how I went from, you know, lying face first in the carpet, beating my little fists in frustration that, you know, everything that I wanted to happen hadn't come true, and how I finally understood what I need to do in my business and how to grow it and how to cultivate a mindset where in certain aspects of my business, like creating, launching and selling, I have no problem in doing that. Filling a program, yeah, I can do that. Filling a mastermind, yeah, I can do that. Selling every day, I can do that. Getting on sales calls with people and making offers of thousands of pounds and closing the sale, yeah, I can do that. But if you'd been saying this to me a year ago, I might have been going, you know, but, you know, I can do that. I can do so much stuff that I didn't think I could do this time last year. And this is what we'll be discovering over the next 3 days, and certainly what I'll be sharing a lot of on Sunday morning as well. Might be a little bit crazy on Sunday morning. My children aren't the quietest, even when I've got the office door closed. But hey, we're probably all in that situation as well. So, Jan and Bridget, are you planning to be part of the challenge? I love challenges. My first challenge that I did was a money challenge, and I got over 100 women I might do another money challenge actually, but I got over 100 women join, and honestly, there were so many breakthroughs. It's unbelievable. I think that's probably why I've never done one again, because it was so powerful. People were crying. People were like releasing all this money baggage that they had. Oh my God, it was so powerful. In fact, maybe April I'll do a money challenge, because it was absolutely brilliant. I loved it. And there's not many people out there talking about money, and we have to. So any questions about flow, any questions about becoming fearless, any questions about the challenge, any other questions that you want to ask me about your business? Yeah, Bridget, it's not going to be too consuming, believe me. It's going to be content, some kind of proposed actions for you to do, but it is all very manageable. I was just fessing up at the beginning that I've put down that there'll be a live stream tomorrow at 10 o'clock. It'll actually be a pre-recorded video because I'm working with my clients. But you know, that's just how I am. I normally have Friday mornings off, but I'm actually going to run the live stream on Friday at 10 o'clock, and I'll run it again. I'll run the live stream on Saturday as well. So there you go. You know, I might be becoming fearless, but I still managed to mess up my schedule as well. Right, guys, if you have any questions, please post them. I'm going to sign off because I need to get on with some stuff. I've got my sales page to finish off for my brand new product that I'll be sharing with you guys. And this is, you know, this is just one of the strategies that transformed my business and really has helped me to become fearless in my business as well, because you learn so much about you, about your clients, about your strengths, and about what you can frigging do when you're helped and supported in the right way. So I look forward to delivering the content over the next 3 days and the webinar on Sunday, and just connecting with you guys in a deeper way. So have a really fabulous Wednesday, whatever you are doing, and I'll let you know how the skiing goes tomorrow. I'm fearful of skiing, but I'm going to do it anyhow. Like Susan Jeffrey said, feel the fear and do it anyway. Okay, guys, have a fabulous day. Bye for now.